Hello everyone, this is Brian Bentley at CoinOpTV bringing you gameplay and commentary for Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor on the PlayStation 4. So we're just going to hop right in it. I'm a few missions in the game. This Shadow of Mordor has this very Assassin's Creed-y feel to it. And so one of the things that you can do is there's a lot of collectible items. Yeah, maybe not a lot, but let's just say there's collectible items that you have to go out and find, and we're going to find one of those, which is an elf ruin. And this elf ruin, it's more like when you collect them all, then your wraith, that is elvish guy, that's sort of your companion for this whole thing. He's the one who provides you the eagle vision that you would have in Assassin's Creed. So when you collect all those, then it will help fill out his backstory or something. Still, I've only found like 8 of the 32 of them so far, so I'm still kind of learning as we will learn this together. But you can see right now I am I'm in the Eagle Vision Wraith mode. You did see off in the distance there were a couple of Uruks there, and one was blue. And you saw one was green. And so the blue ones are just kind of represent your regular dudes, your regular warriors or hunters. And so there's hunters and warriors and archers, and they kind of all have different, they have different effects. And obviously the warriors are kind of your henchmen. They're the easy ones to knock out. The green ones represent Uruks who have information about captains. So the Black Hand of Sauron, who kind of has put you into this Shadow Wraith world between life and death after he murdered your wife and child, he has these 5 black captains. So you're trying to hunt down these 5 black captains in order to get more information about the Black Hand of Sauron. And underneath those 5 captains are more captains. So there's elite captains and veteran captains, and then just regular captains. And they're, a little bit harder to beat. You can't, depending on the captain, you can't exactly walk up to him and stab him like that. Although, depending on the strengths and or weaknesses of that captain, you can easily, manipulate those strengths and weaknesses in order to make it easier, and I'll kind of talk about that right after I discuss. What we're doing now is there are missions. So you have 3 weapons in your arsenal. There is your sword, your bow, and your dagger, which it's not really a dagger. It's technically it's your son's training sword that was broken in a battle, and you have taken that to use as a dagger. It does feel nice to sneak up on orcs and put it through their skulls after what they've done, after what they did to your child. Now I'm doing, and then each weapon has a certain number of quests, and I wonder if I get it here. Oh, I do get it. Nice. They each have a certain, I think it's 9 quests, and when you've completed the 9 quests, the elite weapon supposedly appears, or you can build it, or you forge it, or whatever. So what I did there was the bow one, and it used up all my elf shot, which is when you can use the bow and arrow to accurately kill Uruks. And so to get more, you either need to drain the essence, I guess, out of them in order to get more elf shot, or you can die, of course, and that will help replenish it. Or I have a rune on my dagger that says if I kill a captain, then it refills all my gauges. Now you'll notice that every 8 or so on the times meter on my combo, every time I kind of hit 8 or 16 or 17, it all of a sudden turns red, and you hear this bong. And when that happens, it tells me I can use one of my combat finishers, and which then I do something like this, where I do something fairly grotesque, and maim, kill, destroy, annihilate the Uruks. What I didn't realize kind of at first is quite how useful they are, because once that animation starts, it actually stops all the other Uruks from attacking. So you kind of use that to your advantage, because especially when they really surround you and you really kind of get stuck in a group of Uruks, you can kind of use that to change the, go with the pace and, change it up so that you can get some, be able to understand what's going on, get a better sense of how the battle's going. Now, what I just did there is, you'll notice that Uruk had a green swiggly mark thing above his head, which meant he had intel. So I used my Wraith powers to interrogate, I'm using air quotes, interrogate that particular Uruk to gain information about one of the captains. So you can gain information if, like, you don't know who the captain is. You can sometimes get, the name of the captain, where he's located. And sometimes it actually gives you all the strengths and weaknesses of that. One time I didn't realize I bumped into a captain. I was on top of a Karagor, which will see me get one of those in just a few seconds, or in a minute or so from now. And he was strong against them, so he killed that thing and then just wiped me out right after that. Now I'm going to go ahead and sneak up here and do some gruesome things to these, to some of these Uruks. And one of the things that you can do is, by killing some of the Uruks, especially the ones that are watching over slaves, it will get the slaves to run. You get Miriam points, which are experience points, where I forget exactly if it's Miriam that gives you experience or whatever, it doesn't matter, to help unlock abilities. And then if you get so many slaves, they'll actually start giving you intel. Now here's another, you can see he has the green swiggly mark. The Wraith, the Elf Wraith, starts going through, and I'm like, okay, now the guy this is Sauron's army, all the elite and veteran captains. You can see the 5 black captains in the distance. Now the guy that I have currently has a skull with some red, like, pulsy things. He's my current quote-unquote target, and that's Skoon's Skull Splitter. Now, Skoon had the pleasure of killing me once. Now, the effect of that was he gained power, he challenged a captain to a rite of combat, and then took the captain out and became a captain himself. So now it's kind of, not only is it, he's a captain, he needs to be taken out, but on the other hand, he also is a revenge kill. I'm going to take this guy. And so now here's another Assassin's Creed thing. You attract the guy, he comes over to the ledge, you stab him and kill him, and then throw him over the edge. Another collectible item you can pick up are artifacts. I'm going to pick up one now. And then have a little backstory thing to them, which, it's very Assassin's Creed-y again, but I like it just because I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan, and any type of extra background is always good for me. Now after this, we're going to go and we're going to, remember I said that for each weapon there is this legend involved. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go from here to do a legend of the sword. And what I really liked about it and wanted to include in this video is that I get to actually ride a Karagor and basically ride around on a giant beast, killing people and telling the Karagor to chew up my enemies. So you've noticed that I've said that this is very, has a lot of Assassin's Creed elements to it. And it does. So there's climbing. The difference, to me the main difference is, this is, and like Assassin's Creed, it's nice, especially in the fourth one, in Assassin's Creed 4. You pull out your 2 swords, and you're like, okay, now here's what you're going to do. There's 7 guys here. Okay, you're not guy number 1. You attack me, and after I kill you, then guy number 2, you attack me. All right, and then so forth and so on. So don't worry. Just take your turns, and I'll kill you in order, and then we'll be fine. Middle Earth, Shadow of Mordor, not so much. They will do anything to gang up on you, try to hit you when your back is turned. I do like aerial stealth kills are great, just like they are in Assassin's Creed. So they will, like, I would say seven Uruks around you is bad. Once it starts to get to like a dozen or so, you're in, you're really in some trouble. You're gonna have to really fight your way out. And I have been getting better and better at combat. And like I said, those combat finishers, like when I hit that 8 times, being able to mash on the triangle and circle button together is sweet. Because it really helps break up the pace. Now here I go. Now I get to jump on the Caragort. Now I have to, as the Wraith, take control. Boom! I now have control of the Caragort, and it's time to go hunt down these guys. There's a sprint factor, so it really helps you get cover long distances quickly. So we're going to go ahead and do that right now. Now going back, the Uruks are a lot. The enemies seem to be a lot smarter. Especially like in Assassin's Creed, like as long as you're like a couple of feet away from them, and even if you're in a haystack, they're not really going to check for you there, and they're going to be like, yeah, it's kind of a lot of work. Probably not going to do that. The Uruks will smell you out. They'll start searching the bushes. If they think there's somebody around, they will totally search every bush for you, and they'll pick you out if they can. So I really like that the AI is much smarter. I really like that, they actually will work together to try to take you out. Downside, of course, is that the Uruks are kind of, they're a talkative bunch. Which is kind of a pain. Because you hear a lot of the same things over and over and over again. But so far, I'm really, really loving the game. Looking forward to putting up some more videos for you. And if you're liking this video, be sure to click the like button. Because that's how we know that you're watching. So also leave comments below. Let us know what you think about Shadow of Mordor. If you're liking it, if you think it's whatever, let us know. We're definitely want you to be a part of it, the commentary, and we want you to be a part of our community. And while you're at it, if you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe to the CoinOpTV YouTube page for more on the fall's huge fall lineup, and more on all the games that you love, especially if you're into Shadow of Mordor. Alright, thanks everybody.